Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna answer some of the frequently asked questions about trading. So, I have here a couple of questions I usually get since I started sharing tutorial videos up until this day. I also posted a video on TikTok wherein I ask for questions you want me to answer and to include in this video. So, today, we're gonna answer some of them. So without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. So simulan natin sa tanong ng lahat ng mga curious sa trading. Is trading easy? Well, trading looks easy but it's not. Maraming misconceptions about trading. Yung iba kasi pag sinabing mag-earn ka through buying low and selling it higher, parang ang daling pakinggan. Pag inaaral mo na siya, parang ang dali-daling intindihin ng mga basics, especially if maganda yung pagkaka-explain sa video na pinanood mo. Parang pakiramdam mo, kayang-kaya mo na siya i-trade agad, pero the thing is, once you are on the actual trading, you will realize that there are a lot of factors to consider and there are a lot of things aside from just buying low and selling higher. Such as, paano ba tumataas or bumababa yung value niya, or ano-ano ba yung nakakaapekto sa pagtaas at pagbaba ng market. Paano ko malalaman kung right time na ba bumili or not? Ang mindset kasi ng iba is bibili lang sila then magsisell once na tumaas yung price. Kaya pasok lang sila ng pasok, then pagdating sa actual trading, pag-buy nila, lalong bumagsak yung price. So, hindi na nila alam yung gagawin. When you enter the market without proper knowledge, you'll end up relying on other people's analysis. And that's how you lose more money. Which is the reason why many people give up trading bago pa man sila maging profitable sa field na to. Question number 2. Magkano po ang dapat i-invest and may minimum amount po ba? That depends on what market will you trade. In terms of stock market kasi, may mga minimum deposit na required depende sa broker. Let's say for example, Philstocks. As far as I can remember, minimum deposit sa kanila is 5,000. Same with Call Financial. But the thing is, sa stock market kasi merong tinatawag na lot size. Itong lot size na to, ito yung minimum shares na kailangan mong bilhin para makapag-invest ka sa isang company. Let's say si JFC or Jollibee Foods Corporation. Ang lot size nila currently is 10 and the current price is 192.50. Therefore, 192.50 times 10 is equals to 1,925. So in order for you to buy shares from them, you have to invest a minimum amount of 1,925. Then, magkakaroon ka na ng 10 shares of JFC. Now, in terms of crypto naman, wala siyang minimum investment. Unlike in stocks na merong minimum shares, sa crypto, any amount will do. Let's say you only have 5,000 pesos and you want to buy Bitcoin. So currently, as I'm making this video, ang price ng Bitcoin is around 38,000. So sa 5,000 mo, you can buy 0.132 shares of Bitcoin. But the most important thing you need to know about the minimum investment, kahit na anong market pa yan, mapa stocks, crypto, or forex, is that only invest money you are willing to lose. Kasi kahit anong investment pa yan, there is no guarantee of easy money, which is why kailangan yung i-invest mo is something na afford mong mawala. Not your tuition fees, pambayad ng bills, or any important funds. Okay? Question number 3. What is the difference of spot trading, margin trading, and futures trading? So, sa spot trading, it is the most common way of trading. Basically, you buy an asset at a lower price then sell it at a higher value in order for you to gain profit. This is the most recommended type of trading especially for beginners. Now, in terms of margin trading naman, you can borrow additional funds which you can use to leverage your position. These additional funds are provided by a third party, meaning itong mga funds na to are often provided by other traders who earn interest based on market demands for margin funds. Though sometimes may mga funds naman din na provided pa rin ng exchanges. Now, your margin wallet balance determines the amount of funds you can borrow. So, meron siyang fixed 3:1 ratio. Let's say meron kang 1 Bitcoin, ang pwede mo pang maborrow is 2 Bitcoin. Then, itong borrowed mo na to, kailangan mo siyang bayaran eventually. So, sa margin trading kasi, there are a lot of things to tackle about. So, siguro, ibang vid ko na lang siya mas i-explain. But for now, basically, ganun siya. It's like spot trading, but you can borrow funds to leverage your position provided by a third party. Okay? Now, going to futures trading naman, ang paborito ng lahat. So, sa futures trading, kung sa spot you earn by buying low and selling higher, here you can still profit even if the market is bearish. You earn profit through participating in the market movement by going long or short position. So, dito, you can also use leverage to increase your position size. But unlike in margin trading, sa futures kasi, yung leverage mo is provided by the platform itself, which is why wala kang interest na babayaran. Unlike in margin trading na you pay for the interest on the amount funded. Also, sa margin trading kasi, nililimit niya yung leverage mo based sa laman ng margin wallet mo. So, sa futures kasi, you can use as much higher leverage as you can. Yun nga lang, syempre, kung maliit yung funds mo and then mataas leverage mo, mas smaller position size ang magagawa mo. So, mas risky siya. Now, going to question number 4. What are the basics and fundamental definition of terms we need to know before we go with charting? Now, this is a good one. You see, the thing is, people dive into charting and studying the basics of technical analysis without trying to learn the fundamentals first. You have to know that fundamentals way more than technicals. Which is why, going back to the question, before you dive into charting, you have to learn first the purpose of the investment you are going to take. Never invest in something that you don't fully understand, no matter how profitable it may seem. Let's say sa stock market or sa crypto. Why do you want to invest in crypto? Hindi pwedeng ang sagot mo is just to earn money. Kasi what makes you sure na kikita ka sa crypto? Anong purpose niya or may tutulong niya sa current problem that we are facing globally? Bakit maraming nag-i-invest sa crypto? Now, these are just some of the things you have to know first before you make a decision of investing. Some of the things you have to learn and understand too is the definition and importance of circulating supply, market capacity, total capacity, and many more. So, all of these things that we mentioned can be read through the assets white paper. So, white paper, this is an informational document issued by the company. It includes all the things you need to know and learn about a certain asset before you start investing. Now, a good asset should have a white paper that includes its purpose, what their projects aim to accomplish, and how will they accomplish this. They should explain how their technology will work and how it can accomplish their project's goals. So, before you start investing, better to check on these things and study them thoroughly. Okay? Question number 5. Ilang buwan na akong nag-aaral ng trading, bakit hindi pa rin po ako profitable? Being profitable is not an overnight thing. Hindi porket naaral mo na yung support and resistance, yung mga indicators, technically all the basic things. Even if you study all of these things, it doesn't mean you will be profitable. It takes a lot of patience, time, and sometimes even years before you can fully be profitable. Hindi lang kasi sa knowledge umiikot yung pagiging profitable sa trading. It also takes experience, time, proper risk management, right mindset, psychological things, and other factors. You have to understand that in order for you to be profitable, you have to balance all of these things and from there, build a strategy that works best for you. And most especially, sabi ko nga, being profitable isn't just an overnight thing. Therefore, you have to be patient, not just with your trades but also with yourself and your progress. A small progress is still a progress, which is why you have to be patient with yourself and little by little you'll get there. Okay? Question number 6. Can I become a full-time trader? Now, there are a lot of people who became a full-time trader. Some of them had failed, but some of them became successful in terms of trading. Now, as for me, if you can make money or earn profit by trading during bear markets, only then you can become a full-time trader. But then, if you are not yet fully profitable, do not leave your job. Please know that everyone can make huge money on a bull market, but it takes a real trader to profit on a bear market. So if you want to become a full-time trader, make sure that you are consistently profitable either on a bull market or a bear market. Question number 7. If making a trade, ilang percent ng portfolio ang dapat nire-risk? Now, that depends on your personal risk tolerance. How much are you willing to risk to get a certain amount of reward? As we mentioned earlier, only invest money you can afford to lose. I know this is somehow cliche and some of you might get annoyed because most people you will ask na talagang may alam sa trading, mostly yun talaga yung isasagot sa inyo. It depends on your risk tolerance and how much money you can afford to lose. Because it's the truth. I cannot tell you how much yung dapat i-risk sa bawat trade kasi I don't know your risk tolerance and how capable you are in life. I can tell you that the most ideal allocation for each trade would be 10,000, but then it might be something out of your range of risk and that amount might be something big that you would regret losing it if it goes against your trading plan. Therefore, what I can only tell you is that only invest money you can afford to lose and only risk money you can afford to lose on each trades that you will enter. Okay? Question number 8. Worth it po ba ang mentorship? Now, this question also depends. Depends on the person who will mentor you. Kasi as I've mentioned a while back, everyone can make huge money on a bull market. Therefore, if you are going to choose a mentor, make sure that he or she really has a solid foundation for mentoring other people. Not just some guy or girl who made a lot of money on a bull market. Kasi ang tendency is that once it goes into a bear market, that person might not really know what to do or how to handle a bear market season. Though, for me, paying for a mentorship is good because it would already be a systemized learning and you will not be confused on where or what you should study first. Also, there is someone who will consistently guide you when it comes to your trading until you are profitable. As for me, I didn't take any mentorship when I was starting, which is why it took me months and years before I learned everything I know now. Also, it took me lots of money before I learned my mistakes and what I'm doing wrong in the market. Now, currently, I'm still studying things related to trading. I don't know, maybe because naging hobby ko na rin siya and na-enjoy ko naman learning these things, which is why I know how it feels nung hindi mo alam kung saan or ano yung aaralin when it comes to trading. Kaya nga, I started to make these videos that are specifically made for beginners. And they are all for free. So anyways, mentorship is good as long as it's from a person who really is a profitable trader, not just someone na nag-trend by showing his or her gains on a bull market. Remember, everyone can be profitable on a bull market, but it takes a real trader to profit on a bear market. Choose wisely and take it as an investment for yourself, your growth, and lifetime learnings. Question number 9. Paano po malalaman if tataas pa yung value ng coin or if kailan ideal mag-sell? Now, when it comes to the market's next move, there is no guarantee whether it will soon go up or down. These technical analysis we make are just for anticipating what is the possible next move. Emphasis on the possible kasi no matter how great of an analyst you are, your analysis will always be wrong unless the market proves you right. Kasi if there is a secret formula for anticipating the next move of the market, then everyone who's trading should be billionaires by now. Pero it's not that easy. So all we can do is to try to anticipate the market's next move and try to prepare as much as we can for all the possible outcomes that could take place in the market. Okay? Question number 10. Possible po ba talagang kumita ng malaki sa isang trade? Yes, it is really possible. But you have to know na in order for you to earn huge amounts of profit in one trade, you also need to risk huge amount of money. Yung mga napapanood nyong traders na nakakakuha ng malalaking trades in one day by doing day trading or scalping, those people either have big position sizes or they use high leverage. Pero mostly talaga, malalaking position size ang ginagamit nila to get those huge profits in one trade. If you want to gain 500,000 in just one trade, then be prepared to risk an amount around 200 to 300,000. If you want a profit of 1 million, then prepare to risk 500,000. Or you can increase your leverage to the max, but that's something I will never recommend. Remember, you can always increase your return by risking more, but the risk of a losing trade is larger and you might end up losing everything. Question number 11. What is the best time frame to trade? For me, there is no best time frame to trade. It all comes down to what time frame best suits you, your personality, and your lifestyle. So let's say for example, you are a person with a full-time job. Then 1 minute to 30 minutes time frame won't be the best one for you. Siguro 4 hours to daily time frame pwede pa kasi at least less screen time yung required in order for you to enter a trade. Another example is, let's say you're a person with very little patience. Gusto mo yung nakikita mo agad yung profit mo. Then if this is the case, higher time frames such as 1 hour to 4 hours or even a daily time frame will not suit you. Kasi ang tendency, you'll be impatient with your trades that you will always want to do something about it kahit wala namang dapat gawin. All you have to do is antayin ma-hit yung target mo, but then dahil nga impatient ka, either mag-take profit ka ng maaga dahil nainip ka, then once na makita mo na yung supposed to be target mo is ma-hit, magsisisi ka why you close your position too early. Or, you'll worry and panic once na makita mo against sa trade mo yung galaw ng market. Then, magko-close position ka kasi nakita mong losing trade na, only to find out na soon may hit din pala yung supposed to be target mo. So, instead of hitting your target, dapat nagsettle ka for a losing trade. So, these are just some of the scenarios that could happen if you are going to trade on time frames na hindi naman tugma sa personality mo, sa lifestyle mo, sa patience mo, etc. Now, I made a video regarding this time frame and the factors to consider when choosing what time frame to trade. You can check that out on the info card on the upper right of the screen. Okay? Question number 12. Anong chart pattern ang madalas pong makikita sa chart? One thing that I always say every time I am asked with this question is that it doesn't matter kung ano yung madalas nakikitang chart pattern ng ibang tao. For me kasi, technical analysis is subjective. My interpretation of the chart might be different from yours and from other people. Pwede akong makakita ng isang certain chart pattern and at the same time, pag pinakita ko sa'yo, pwede kang makakita ng ibang chart pattern from it. But it doesn't mean na mali yung interpretation ko or yung interpretation mo. So it doesn't really matter kung ano yung madalas kong nakikita or ng iba sa chart. It is how you prepare for all the possible outcomes using your own perspective. Do not rely on other people's analysis and enter a trade based on their perspective kasi there is no guarantee na tama siya. Remember that your analysis is always wrong unless the market proves you right. Okay? Question number 13. How to choose coins to invest in? So just like what we mentioned earlier with question number 4, you have to study and learn the coin's background. So what are the coins that will still be here even after 5 years, 10 years, or more? What is its purpose? Anong solution yung ma-offer niya in regards sa current problem na meron tayo ngayon? Let's say for example, si Bitcoin. Bakit ba maraming nag-invest sa kanya? It's because Bitcoin is the first decentralized cryptocurrency made that doesn't rely on government banks or other financial institutions in terms of sending, receiving, or any transactions with money. It offers less fees and less process, which is why maraming nag-invest sa kanya kasi nakitaan nila ng potential yung ganitong system ni Bitcoin. Now, lastly, another factor is the team behind it. Especially these days na nauuso ang mga scams and rug pull. So, better look out for team or company with integrity and solid foundations before you invest in that certain coin. Question number 14. What is diversification? Lagi ko po kasi narinig sa iba na mag-diversify. Do you recommend it po? Diversification is spreading your capital to different assets. Let's say meron kang 100,000. Hahati-hatiin mo siya into different investments. Yung iba kasi ang pagkakaintindi nila sa diversification is hahati-hatiin mo into different coins. Although at some point, diversification pa rin naman yun, it's just that it is still under the crypto market. So let's say for example, bumagsak ang crypto market, especially with the Bitcoin dominance coming in place. Once na bumagsak ang Bitcoin, hatak lahat yan pababa, just like what happened recently sa crypto market nung nag-dump si Bitcoin. Nahatak pababa yung ibang altcoins together with it. Now, going back, for me, the safest diversification is to diversify your capital into different investments. Let's say yung 100,000 mo, 20,000 lagay mo sa stock market, 20,000 lagay mo sa crypto, then another 20,000 sa ibang small business na pwede mo rin pagkakitaan. Then the rest, reserve money mo na to buy if there will come another dip sa market na you have invested. Now, as for the question kung recommended ko ba siya, para kasi sa akin, diversification is for people with huge amount of capital. Lagi ngang sinasabi, di ba? Only invest money you can afford to lose. So, if you are someone na maliit lang yung capital, then I do not recommend diversification. But instead, preserve that money and focus it on one investment. Hanggang sa mapalago mo yung investment na yun, then yung magigain mo from that, yun yung i-reinvest mo sa iba once na maging fully profitable ka na sa field na yun. Now, last question. What is the best strategy will you advise for beginners? The best strategy I could give is to protect your capital. One thing that I've noticed is that new traders tend to dive on trading, especially futures trading, without enough foundation of knowledge and experience. Well, wala namang masama doon kasi some people mas natututo talaga sila sa actual trading. But the thing is, don't dive into trading with huge amounts of money agad. You have to equip yourself first with the right amount of knowledge, experience, and many more before you invest huge amounts of money. Just like Paul Tudor Jones said, the most important rule of trading is to play great defense, not great offense. Do not focus on making money, focus on protecting what you already have, and do not rush into earning profits, but instead focus on studying the things you need to learn to become profitable. Being a profitable trader, sabi nga natin, isn't just an overnight thing. So you have to be really patient. If you don't have enough patience sa pag-aaral pa lang ng mga dapat mong malaman when it comes to trading, then I think you don't deserve to be a profitable trader at all. There is no get-rich-quick scheme when it comes to trading. There is no best indicator. There is no best strategy. At the end of the day, people who still have enough capital to enter trades the next following days have the advantage. No matter how profitable your strategy is, no matter how accurate your indicator is, kung ubos na yung capital mo, wala ka ring magagawang trades. All of the things you studied and learned will be meaningless. Remember, play great defense, not great offense. Okay? So, that's all for this video. I hope that somehow sana may natutunan kayo, and see you on the next one.